Hello, guys. First off, I'd like to humbly apologize. This segment here was supposed to be filmed about 2 weeks ago. I made a promise to you guys. Unfortunately, I couldn't make do on that promise because I had other things that arose. It was really hard, and 2 weeks later, now I want to film it. I had a lot of trouble to eat people. People that are undergoing a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and they were sending me emails and asking me, if I could do a video about post-traumatic stress disorder, which is PTSD. So I wanted to go ahead and do that because I've had a lot of emails, and again, I am getting a lot of emails of people that want to commit suicide. I'm thankful to God that I got through to so many people on my other videos that it didn't, let them do that. I know some people mean it. Some people are just, it's a call for help. I don't want to take any risks. I love each and every one of you. And suicide is not the way. It's not the way. And I'm sorry to say this, but it's the coward's way out. And you guys are not cowards. I believe in each and every one of you. I think you guys are amazing human beings. I don't even have to know you to know that, because each person, all right, contributes to the greater whole. Okay, without you in this world, we have a problem. You understand? We need somebody else to fill that gap, and we're not going to find that. We each have a certain role to play, and I do not want anybody committing suicide, doing anything crazy. I'm glad I got through to so many people in my other videos, and I guess it helped out with anxiety. Now they're helping other people to deal with anxiety, people that went through the same thing as them. That being said, a lot of you guys have been emailing me about several things that I'm going to be doing videos about, but the number one thing here was PTSD, and I know many people who suffer from that as well that I've helped. I've been doing a lot of research, a lot of studies on people, in 2005 and 2007, and then of course, recently in 2013, and then 14, and that was it. And I know it works when I'm about to tell you. So I'm going to tell you, I don't believe in the word cure. I hate that word because it's not a disease. This is just an obstacle. Okay, a mental obstacle that you guys have to overcome. And I guarantee you, because it's not a disease and because it's one of these mental obstacles, when you conquer it, you're going to be so amazing. You're going to be able to help other people out. You're going to be able to handle so much stress. I remember 9/11, and I spoke about this in my anxiety video. A lot of people were going through panic attacks, through all kinds of things. I mean, obviously, can you blame them? That's a perfectly normal way to react in a case like that. And there were people that were really calm, people that got things together and knew how to operate under these conditions. And they had anxiety and they knew how to deal with it, and they broke through it. And this is what's going to happen, people. You're going to be able to break through every type of emotional stress, that any type of stress that causes you to destroy your lives or whatever, and it becomes like a obstacle, an obstacle in the way. You're going to be able to overcome that obstacle and help other people and help yourself, but most important, help other people as a whole. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit choked up today. Some things I was reading, and this is why I had to film this as soon as I can. I'm going to edit it as fast as possible. I want to humbly apologize that I couldn't do it. Things coming up. I'm a human being also. I'm doing this by myself, and it's kind of hard for me when I have other obstacles as well to deal with in my life. So I want to tell you, in my life, I have a lot of opportunities that arisen that I can help other people, and this is what I want to do. And I'm approaching that. And I just like to find the time here because I'm a man that owns up to my mistakes. So I want to just apologize, get that out of the way, and now I want to talk about PTSD because this is a big thing that's affecting troops. It's affecting a lot of people, civilians. It's affecting everyone. Basically, what it is a person who either witnesses something extremely traumatic, like something that, let's say, witness somebody getting raped or killed, or a person who actually went through being raped or killed. Now, I don't know if I told you guys this. I think I did. I used to teach martial arts to women who were physically, mentally, and you name it, abused, raped, mugged, every kind of thing. So even mugged, all of that stuff leads to PTSD. So a couple of, months ago, there was a guy who heard fireworks. He was in the military and heard fireworks. He served in Iraq, heard fireworks, and then went nuts and started pulling out his gun and started shooting people. He obviously didn't mean to, but what happens is your mind, and I'm going to get to this because there's, just like in the anxiety video, I told you there's a portion of the spiritual that you have to think outside the box. But for now, I'm going to explain it to you just in this little intro here. The mind automatically relives it either through nightmares, or you can be walking in the street and then you're in that situation. You're in that place where you were mugged, raped, or witnessed deaths, or, like survivor's guilt. That's a major part of PTSD. People who, let's say, were in a fire, witnessed their whole family burning and they're the only ones that survived. Or military men who, had their buddies, all killed and they were the only ones that lived. They have that survivor's guilt. And, shell shock, all that kind of stuff. And it's just, battle fatigue, all that. You're become unable to be happy because you have that guilt that carries on, things that can't be solved. Even spirits, let's say, when a person passes, the spirit doesn't feel, if he doesn't know what killed him, he constantly goes through a PTSD cycle and all of that stuff. But the thing is, you have memory loss, you have all kinds of these things, you fear, you have numbness, you have panic attacks of locations and stuff like that, and it's a nightmare because you can't solve it. You don't know what's causing it. All you know is you get that trigger, the fight or flight response. It attacks, it works, and then what happens is your body your mind again, just like in the anxiety videos, which I urge you guys all to watch. Now, this is why I don't like using the word cure, because it's not a disease, okay? So I'm going to use the word overcome. Okay, so you guys got to overcome this. Now, how do you do that? So now we're going to go into the natural cures, if you will, of anxiety, of PTSD. And I'm going to also tell you why these things don't work, and let's go to that. So natural cures, let's see. So I remember they have like all these special remedies that they call, what is it called here? I just pulled some of these up because I know they were also remedies for anxiety, like hops, green tea, and valerian. Guys, I'm going to tell you, valerian root, people that take it, they exhibit also yellowing of the eyes. Too much of anything is not good for you. And I know that green tea, a lot of people, it's good for you anyway. You got to drink it and everything. But again, remember that PTSD, it's just like the anxiety, just like, panic attacks. You have to retrain your brain. Now, if you're training your brain to have a placebo or anything that even does work, and you tell yourself, I got to take this to feel good, you're not retraining your brain. You become a dependent on the drug. You become the drugs, the drugs bitch, the biatch, okay? You don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to overcome this yourself. Because in case, let's say you're in a survival mode, you're stuck on an island somewhere, you don't have these things, you're going to go nuts. Because you have learned to be dependent on something to make you feel better. Remember, guys, this is not a disease. You don't need medication. Okay, you do not need medication. Now, if you are on meds for PTSD, I highly recommend do not go cold turkey. Because if you do, and I'm going to explain that, if you do, okay, what's going to happen is you're going to either commit suicide or you're going to go nuts. Now, there's a reason for that. You got to slowly get off it and do it with your doctor. Now, there's a reason I'm telling you this. If you go cold turkey, let's say when you have stress, okay, you take meds, you feel good, right? Eventually, you take higher doses. Now, once you go cold turkey off it, guess what happens? You automatically, something like, let's say this envelope drops, okay? To me, that means nothing. To you, it's like, oh my God, it's going to be magnified 1 billion times because your brain is not used to dealing with stress. Your brain is used to taking medications to heal it. It's artificial means. It's not used to controlling itself. So you got to do it slowly, let go of the drugs, and then you will be okay. All right? Now, this thing, green tea is not a drug, obviously, but in this case, I'm calling it a drug because if you become dependent to anything, to me, that has the same quality as a drug because in the long run, it will affect you. And now, why am I saying that? Because if you're not going to have green tea or valerian root or hops or St. John's wort, what's going to happen is you're going to go crazy or kill yourself or whatever. This is your safety blanket, okay? There's different behavioral ways that I'm going to teach you, okay, that's going to get you out of this type of feel. Okay? Now, I taught this a lot to my students that I used to teach martial arts to. I taught this a lot to the people in my case studies that I used to do and that I did and succeeded. Again, 100% success rate. I am not kidding. You can give it a try. And hey, if it doesn't work, like I said, I urge you to put it up and tell me it doesn't work. But give it a damn try. It's not going to be an overnight thing to overcome. This is not something, oh, today I'm going to do that. That's it. Tomorrow I'm okay. Some people, believe it or not, do break through it, but then have, they relapse, but they know how to control it better. And some people, it takes years. Okay? But again, you will not be a slave to a drug. You will be able to control it by yourself. It's you against yourself, okay? And that's all it is. I mean, how many of us wish that we can fight in a ring against ourselves to see what the flaws in us and to see who can better who? It's like something like that. Like, like in Street Fighter, I used to love Ryu versus Ryu, see who could use them better. Stuff like that. So I'm saying, when I was younger, this thing, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a gift you've been handed, okay? I know it sounds kind of corny to say it's been a gift if you witnessed something or if you were raped or something like that. I'm saying the experience that what you are going to become after this is beneficial to your future and to other people's future. Again, like I said, we are all unique and we all contribute to a greater whole. Each of us have to deal with certain levels of things that we either could handle or can handle, and we'll see videos like this and other videos around that can help you, and you will overcome. And guess what? Maybe this is what God put you on this path for you, to help someone who can't handle it at all and is not fortunate to get any type of information, and you will be that information that will help them. Guys, we are all one, okay? We are all one body. Like in Hebrew and the Torah, it says we are all, we are all part of a neshama. It's a soul. We are all, but the root word is neshima, breath. We are all from the breath of God. You understand? So we are all one people. Doesn't matter. I don't care what religions. I'm not a man of religion. I'm a man of God. And I'm telling you right here, okay, we are all one. And this is what we need to do. We got to do what's called tikkun olam, perfect the imperfections in this world and in each other and in ourselves. You understand? We are all one. Those that don't see it that way, well, I feel bad for them. Let them go on their own, do whatever the hell they want. They're not righteous in my eyes. To me, a person who is righteous is one who accepts one another and does righteous things and contributes to the greater whole to advance humanity, to advance the world. You understand? And that's to make the world a better place. And that's what I'm about, okay? And that's what I'm hoping all of you guys are about. I'm sure you are. So that's why, in a nutshell, why I don't think you should use valerian root and hops or green tea or all that stuff because of just that. Because not that it's bad for you. Valerian root, I think it is bad. I know it is bad. I've seen the effects on it. Clients of mine that used it were telling me all kinds of stories. I saw the yellowing of the eyes. It's not a good thing. Green tea, you could always use it. Doesn't matter. It's a lot of great healing properties in that. But at the same time, your mind, whether you say, oh, it's not, your mind is going to automatically associate it with, this is the cure. I need this cure for my disease. It's not a disease, it's an obstacle. But your mind is going to see it that way. I'm telling you that. You got to get away from that and not use any of these things. Don't use caffeine, okay? That's your diet. I'm going to go into the diet portion of it, just like I did in the anxiety. So let's go into the diet, and then I'm going to solve this problem for all of you guys. And I'm going to teach it to you. Like I said, it's going to take a while, but you're going to do it. And I promise you, you will overcome it, my brothers and sisters, okay? And if you need any help, like I said, always give me your Skype numbers. I will contact you. I'll talk you through it. Do not commit suicide. Do not do anything crazy, okay? That's why I'm saying I'm going to use the word crazy, because I love each and every one of you. And if anyone dies or loses their life over something that's so simple, and I know it's overwhelming to you, but I am here as your brother, and I'm telling you it is simple. And if you don't have loved ones around, you know that I'm your loved one. I love you, okay? And I'm there for you. Okay, I'm going through the list. I'm calling you guys, but I have a huge list, and I'm doing it on a first come, first serve. A lot of people have been putting on Facebook, hey, contact me now. It's not fair to the others, guys, okay? So I'm going to get to you on the list. I'm doing this on my own. If anybody, could jump on it, I would help. I would love to interview them and let them do it with me. And together we can do it and hit more people. But I want to talk to each and every one of you. So I'm going down the list one by one, till I reach each and every one of you, okay? So let's go now into the other portion. in, you know, what dietary, you know, like what's the what you should be eating and all that good stuff, right? See you in a while. Oh, guys, okay, so we're back. So now we're going to talk about the diet plan. Lots of greens. Don't eat things with sodium, because again, just like my anxiety video, I was telling you, when you eat things with high sodium, you're going to wake up with dry throat. You're going to go into a panic attack. You're not going to be comfortable. When you're going into an anxiety, you're going to get an attack because your throat's going to dry. It's going to trigger other things. I don't want that to happen. Try to stay away from things like Chinese food, all these things that have high sodium, like pizzas and all that garbage. Try to eat as clean as possible. Second, use water. You know, there's water bottles. Get a water bottle, a refill, or whatever. Just use water. Do not drink coffee. Do not introduce caffeine yet. Not that coffee is bad for you. I know there's mixed things about it, but it's not that it's bad for you. It's just I don't want you drinking coffee, because in this case, because you are now undergoing this obstacle, coffee will make palpitations, and that palpitations again is going to trigger panic attacks. I am telling you, and it's going to be harder for you to deal with what I'm going to tell you how to overcome in the next part. So please stay away from caffeine. There's, believe it or not, there's caffeine in almost everything. You got to check the labels. You got to make sure it does not have caffeine, because again, when you're trying this method that I'm going to show you right now, you need to be as completely, you have to be completely peaceful. Your heart has to be regulated. Everything you need to know how to control. Now, I want you guys to also see my anxiety videos, because the breathing techniques and all of that is covered there, and you know, the belly breathing and all that, and how to deal with anxiety. That I want that portion. I want you to see that, because that's going to carry over to this, and then I'm going to add to it now in the next portion. So just eat healthy, lots of greens, things that alkalize your blood. It's good because it's anti-cancer. It's gonna, you know, cancer doesn't survive in oxygen. So things like apple cider vinegar. See my video on that as well. You know, what they call the cancer cure or whatever. It's very healthy also for your health. Yeah, here I'm getting another email here. Yeah, this is not cool, guys. I mean, you're undergoing a lot of stress, and that's what I'm here for, guys. I'm your brother. I want you guys to fully understand that I'm here for you, all right? I am going to reach you, and I don't want you to do anything crazy here, okay? And I'm using the word crazy. Like I said, I don't like that. I want you guys to be happy. A lot of you guys have been thanking me for dealing with the anxiety portion, and I don't want you thanking me. I want you thanking yourselves, okay? Because you guys got, you know, you got the courage to get up, watch this video, you know, that video, and this video, of course, and you know, you did your best. And I want you guys to understand I'm your brother. What do, you know, when you're in trouble, you know, in troubled times? Don't be afraid to ask your brother here, okay? Any type of questions. I will get back to you. I know I have a busy life, and also at the same time, I'm doing this all by myself. I want you guys to just be understanding of that. I do apologize. I'm not making excuses. I do apologize. It's just hard for me to do all that, and I'm going to get to you. I've been going down the list. I've been going through a lot of people. I'm already, like, definitely over 3,000 people already I've done. So I know I'm going to reach it. Definitely over 3,000. I know I'm going to reach you guys. It's just going to take some time. You know, I'm going to go through the list, first come, first serve. I will contact you. Just please let me get there. We're gonna have a meaningful conversation and all, but that's what I'm saying. Let's go back to the diet. Going all over the place here. The diet, just eat healthy. That's it. 1, 2, 3. We'll see what happens. Okay, now let's go to the next segment. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to overcome this obstacle. All right, now there's going to be different little things I want to add, but I want you again to take from the anxiety videos, take it over. It's exactly the same way you're going to deal with this kind of pressure. You're going to deal with it, and you know, I'm going to add to it. So I'll see you in about 2 seconds. Guys, okay, so how do we overcome this? All right, so I remember I had a lady that I was working with, really passionate. I was working with her. She suffered from PTSD for, about 15 or 16 years. And what happened was she was raped. And not just raped, but like violently beat, came close to death, everything. She was right near a McDonald's on, Times Square? Now, what happened was she couldn't go outside. She was scared to be outside. And I know a lot of you guys told me that due to the panic attacks and anxiety, you were even afraid to be out, you know, to go outside. And because of that, I'm going to be this benefits you too, because what I'm about to show you is going to work out. She was scared to even leave her room. Okay, she even left her room to go to the living room. She would go into a panic attack and go back. And then she went to a psychiatrist. Worst thing you could do in the world. Like I said, psychiatrists have the highest rate of suicide in terms of them in a profession. So you're going to people who commit suicide for mental health questions. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, if you did that, I mean, work with them and to get off whatever meds you need. Give my thing a try. See how it works. You'll see that it works perfectly, okay? So what you do is you got to do this. And I told her, what happens is she's in the room. I told her, get out of the room first, right? So first open the door. Do the anxiety thing that I was showing in my anxiety video, where you take a deep breath. You're going to see that in the video. Belly breathing and do all of that. And again, do not, drink caffeine. Do not give yourself palpitations purposely at this point. Then you could test yourself. Do not do it now. Afterwards, open the door, okay? Take a couple deep breaths, see how it is, then close the door again, okay? I'm not going to rush it, all right? Depends on the level you want to do, but please, guys, do not rush it, and I'm going to tell you why, because if you rush it, you're going to shock your system. Now, some people could overcome that shock. Others, it could scare you completely shitless. And in the end, you're going to be going back and you're going to lock yourself up, and trust me, it's not going to work. So just take your damn time with it. Don't worry, nobody's chasing after you, okay? Even if you have, let's say, a month, you're giving yourself, I want a month to get this done. Don't do that. But if, let's say, you're in an emergency, you got to go somewhere like a college reunion, guys, just take your time. Even a month, tell yourself, okay, that's 30 or 31 days down. Let me give it a shot, okay? Open the door. Take deep breaths, okay? Belly breathing. Very calm, very this, close the door. Again, open the door, do that, keep testing it. Then walk into the living room, I told her. She walked into the living room. I said, okay, now take deep breaths, take whatever, go back to the room, slam the door. Afterwards, do the same, slam the door. Then try to have dinner on the table. Now, it was very difficult for her to eat because she only ate in her room. So she was eating in the living room, and it took days. It took like about 3 or 4 days until she started being comfortable eating in the living room. Now you would think, wow, that's so long. Why can't she just put it in her mouth? A lot of people can't do that because they're terrified. She was completely terrified. And she started eating. Then afterwards, we opened the entrance door, and she freaked and went right back. Next day, we did it again. I tried to get her to do it on that day too. She went back. She just didn't want to do it. Then slowly, we did it again. We reached the door. We opened the door of the entrance. Then slowly, you do it like that. Then she walks, then she sees Manhattan, went on the train, which she didn't do, but I'm saying, do it like that. Slowly. Then she finally went to McDonald's. Then she went inside McDonald's. Then she went and ate in McDonald's. Not that I'm encouraging that. It's the worst food in the world. But the thing is, she was there. And she didn't, slowly, she overcame that. She didn't fear being outside anymore. So you got to do it really slow. That's the key, guys, okay? Take your damn time with it. Even if you're scared shitless, run back home, slam the door, don't worry about it, okay? There's always tomorrow. There's always an hour later. Give it another shot. If you can't, don't worry about it. Try it tomorrow. Walk through it and do it again. Even if you, let's say, get backtracked and you went from outside, now you can't even get outside of your room anymore again. Do it all over again. Take your sweet ass time with it, people. I promise you, you will overcome this, okay? Trust your brother here. I'm here to help. I'm not charging you money. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing this because I want to help you so you can help others, and I want to see you guys feel better and break out of the coffins and do better. Do it like that, okay? Also, for ladies who've been raped, what I recommend is always join a martial arts class. A lot of you guys are going to have trouble going with men, one-on-one. There's also all women classes if you guys want, because I know some of them, because they've been raped by a guy, they had a hard time. But again, like a lot of them that I trained had no problems with me. They looked at me as a stronger male figure, because I'm a brother to everybody. You guys are my sisters and brothers, everybody out there, and it's a game of trust. You have to trust that person, and then once you do, I will, I was teaching and all that, and they get into that, and it does help because it relieves stress because you pound the pain away, and you're taking it out on punching bags and stuff like that. You're learning to deal with the pain, and you're learning that the word, we use, the Israelites use the words "never again" ever since the what happened in the Holocaust, and not even that, in the persecutions and everything of back in the day. We use the words "never again" by my Rabbi Meir Kahana. This guy, he coined that phrase, afterwards. But never again. That's what we need to always say. You guys got to say that all the time. Never again are you going to be victimized. Never again are you going to be in that situation that you are right now. Okay. Now that's for people who've been raped, mugged, or whatever. That's how to solve that obstacle. Now, for those of you who have survivor's guilt, okay, I want to explain this to you. Okay, I want to tell you something. I know you're going to have a lot of people saying, bro, this isn't your fault. You couldn't do anything in that. Yes, that's true what they're saying. But at the same time, I'm sure you heard that already a billion times. But I'm going to tell you guys something, all right? Everything in life is preordained, okay? Everything in life. This world here is a testing facility, okay? And I know you're going to say, oh, you're a religious mumbo-jumbo. I'm not a man of religion. I'm a man of God. And I'm also clairvoyant, okay? I see spirits. I speak about it. I did episodes about it for you guys also. You could choose to believe it or not. That's up to you. I don't encourage my beliefs on anybody. I don't push my beliefs on anybody. I'm delivering to you the truth. This world is a testing facility, okay? That's all it is. Satan is the angel of tests, not this demon that a religion makes him to be in some religions. He is the angel of tests, and he is the tester, and he is going to test you, just like he did with Job. It's the story of Tobias, all of that. You guys know the deal. So the thing is, that's that. Now, those of you who are atheists and don't believe in any of that, I'm just going to say this world, everything happens in a sequence for other things to happen. You understand? That's how it is, whether you choose to believe it or not. It is a sequence that leads to that. Somebody doesn't just wake up one morning and, come up with the idea how to, cure cancer. They work in a certain thing. They do all kinds of, trials and errors and all that stuff. And in sequence, eventually get to that, to how to solve things. You understand? And that's what I mean. It's a sequence. In that sequence, there's going to be people that die. In that sequence, there's going to be people that didn't make it. For those of you who believe in God, I will say, you live, if you want to honor these people, do not lock yourself in a coffin. If you saw your whole family burning, it's the most traumatic thing in the world. And I know several people who went through that, either in Nazi Germany or even recently in fires and stuff like that they lost a brother or whatever, mother and father. It's hard. Not saying it's easy, and I just want you to know what you're feeling is totally normal. Everyone would feel that, okay? Everyone will feel that. I would feel that. I'm telling you, it's perfectly normal, okay? And I don't want anybody telling you it's not normal. The only time it becomes a problem is when it affects your life, okay? What's done is done. Okay, I know it's hard for you guys to hear this, but what's done, it's done. What's done is done. Everything happens, right? It happened. You can't cry over spilled milk, they say, right? How do you honor these people? By locking you up in a coffin? How do you honor the fallen? How about carrying their legacy? Continuing where they left off. Okay? Honor them by doing that. Go to their graveside. Try to get yourself out and understand that they want you to be happy. They want you to continue where they left off, let's say. If they had any incomplete stuff. Now, if they didn't have any incomplete stuff, you do great deeds to honor them. I have that deeds video that I'd like you guys to watch also, because it's called long-term mitzvot, long-term deeds video. I know it's a little bit about Torah, but it's not preaching. I'm not trying to convince you into believing in anything. Just it has facts that I want you guys to understand what long-term deeds mean. When a person dies, he can't earn deeds anymore. But, I mean, he could, but it takes them about 100,000 times the effort than a person who's corporeal could do. But if you do the deeds and you do it in honor of them, or you, let's say this guy taught you how to, I don't know, how to do CPR. Every time you do CPR, that guy, dead or alive, gets a deed. You understand what I'm saying? So always understand, live for them, okay? Even if they didn't have anything to live for, let's say. Live for them. Be happy for them. Live your life because that's what they want. They don't want you to feel guilty, all right? You need to understand that. They do not want you to feel guilty. I'm telling you this. I know it 100%. Now, if you don't believe in this spiritual thing, I'm just going to tell you straight up. If you're atheist or you don't believe in spiritual things, don't worry about it. Live happy, okay? Because what happened, happened. Nothing's going to change. Now it's time. That is the sequence. Now you yourself, why don't you do this? Feel good about yourself by helping others, okay? Help others and it will make you feel good, okay? Do not be stuck in a depression. Be happy so you can help others. Do it for the people, okay? Do it. I've been through hell myself. I went through a lot of things when I was a kid growing up, okay? And I'm not saying this thing is overnight. I'm not saying this thing is going to be, you're going to snap out of it. It's an obstacle, okay? It's an obstacle. And obstacles that are challenging, you're going to remember for the rest of your life, and it's going to make you stronger. It's like working out. When you're lifting weights, if you're lifting only 20-pounders all day, you're not going to grow. You're growing, you got to put resistance on that son of a bitch, right? When you put resistance on that, that's when you start to grow. You understand? That's exactly what that is. You are going to have obstacle upon obstacle with resistance. You're going uphill. The battle is uphill. You have to understand that. Now, as you're going uphill, you could choose to make that easier on yourself or harder on yourself to the point that you're not moving anywhere. I don't want to see that. I want to see my brothers and sisters working their way up, and I'm going to help you push that freaking boulder up that damn hill. If you have any type of questions, you give me your Skype number. I'm going to talk to you, or question me on the YouTube, and I'm going to do my best to help you right away. You see, I am responding to comments really fast. But that's really what it is. You can't cry over spilled milk. You got to help others. Help others, and I promise you it will make you feel better. I promise you. Go volunteer at a soup kitchen. Do stuff and you will see people will thank you. You're going to be saving lives. People that are starving, help them. Break them out of their coffins. Okay, but you got to understand and you got to come to full circle with yourself. Those who you lost, honor them by doing great deeds. Honor them by being happy. Okay, I know it's going to take, you have to have more. You got to mourn. Yes, I'm not going to, argue with that. But don't let it destroy your lives because they wouldn't want that. You understand? If you don't believe in spirits, don't let it destroy your life because it's part of the sequence. Just go through with it and help others. I promise you, when you help others, you will feel amazing. It'll be exhilarating. Okay? I'm telling you. All right? And that's pretty much it, really. I mean, it's slowly you will get through it. You just approach it. For those who were raped, mugged, or whatever, slowly. Those who have survivor's guilt, it's just that speech, guys. I'm telling you. It's just that speech. What I told you. You can't cry over spilled milk. I'm giving you the tough love right here, and I'm telling you the way it is. Okay? But I'm telling you, I promise you, I'm telling you the truth. The spirits get tormented because they want you to be happy. They love you, just like I love you. You understand? And I don't want you committing suicide because that ain't going to solve anything. That ain't going to solve anything. Okay, and I don't want you to cut yourself. Some people cut their wrists, slash their wrists because they feel numbness. They want to feel some kind of something real. They want to feel pain. And, it's better to feel pain than nothing at all, right? That's what people think. That's not the way it works, people. You don't inflict yourself with these kind of things. You become happy. You learn to deal with it. You come to full circle. Understand, my brothers and sisters, that things happen in this world. Okay, people walk out that door, they don't know what's going to happen. We don't think, we're going to get shot every day. And then look, we had a police officer, I couldn't believe it, got shot, killed in New York. Extremely sad story. Shot completely, that's it. His wife is, I don't know, the two officers that got killed, earlier, and now in Atlanta, I think, father of 4. I mean, think about it. The wife and the 4 children, I mean, all of them are going to be shell-shocked too. They're going to have survivor's guilt. They're going to have all kinds of stuff. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to keep their legacy alive. If you don't want to live for yourself, live for them, my brothers and sisters. Okay, live for me. All right, I'm telling you, I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to snap out of it. And, you know, if you need any type of counseling, you give me your Skype. I will contact you and we'll talk about this and we'll get you through it. But that's really all it is. You got to come to full circle. And you got to understand that. And once you do, you will realize it's not your fault what happened. I don't care what, even if, let's say, by accident, I know there was this case one time that this kid, he's young, you know, accidentally shot his brother. Okay? I spoke to him very, very, you know, just a little bit. I got to know him, and you know, he's doing great, but, you know, very little, and he just didn't want to talk anymore about it, and he learned to ignore it, which I'm against, but afterwards he sought some counseling, because I wasn't in the area. I couldn't, you know, there was no YouTube, there was no other things, you know, over there, or maybe there wasn't. I wasn't just, you know, I wasn't involved in that. So, you know, I gave him a couple of encouraging words, and I was telling him a little bit here, a little bit there. And now he went through some counseling, pretty much told him exactly the same thing what I'm telling you here. And he learned to deal with it. The thing is, even if you are responsible for something, your intention was not to hurt that person. Your intention was not to kill that person. You understand? So if it happened by accident, if it happened by mistake, again, you can't cry over spilled milk, right? Everything has a sequence, and eventually it leads to something good, okay? Repent for your sins if you're responsible, you know? You didn't mean to do it, and live for their legacy, okay? I mean, you know, take where they left off, and you carry on with that, and honor their souls. And I'm telling you, they're okay, okay? All of these people are okay. All right? The only time they're not okay is when they see their loved ones suffer. And I don't want you guys to suffer. I do not want you guys to suffer. They don't want you to suffer. And if you don't believe in the spiritual world, well then, I don't want you to suffer. Okay? And I want you to do that and to fully understand. It's going to take you a while. You got to, you know, you got to go through the mourning stage. And, you know, I know most of you are mourning already 2 years. That's not the answer. You mourn, the most you should take is up to, I would say, even 6 months. And let it go. After that, I'm not saying seek psychiatrist, but seek, you know, have somebody counsel you. Let me talk to you on the phone, something like that. You know, I'll talk to you. I'll get you through this, guys. I've been through a lot of things myself when I was growing up. You know, everybody goes through their hardships. You know, and the thing is, we bust out of it. We overcome it by learning how to deal with it. And if you're not strong enough, ask your brothers. Okay, ask me. I'm your brother. Ask me, and I'll make you strong enough. Okay. And I'm sure you would have done the same thing to, you know, for me, if the situation was, you know, reversed. It makes you humble. When people suffer, they don't understand. It makes us humble. You understand? And that's what it does. It makes us really humble, makes us care, makes us stop and realize how precious mortality is. But that inability to be, you know, happy, that's what really kills me. Because I want everyone to be happy. You know, and I know it's a little bit hard when you're going through this mourning that doesn't go away, but you have to let it go away. You gotta say goodbye to the people who fell. You have to say goodbye. I lost friends also at 9/11. I lost 2 friends. You got to say goodbye, make peace with it, and always know that one day, someday, we're all going to be reunited. Okay? If you guys don't believe in God or whatever and you're atheist, do not worry about it. Just know that one day you're going to end up just like them, okay? But don't let you go down without making a change in this world. Don't go down. Don't kill yourselves. Don't do anything like that. You need to make a positive change. This is your time. You understand? And you're going to, in your time, make it productive to make their legacy live on. So you guys all, picture it like you guys are all living together doing these great deeds. Okay? If you have any problems, I want you to give me, give me your Skype. I'll give you a call, and I will put you on the list. I know it's a while, the waiting list. It's taking a long time. I'm getting emails, and some people are angry, some people are not. And I explained to you guys, I'm working on it. I'm doing it all by myself. I'm over 3,000 already, easy. Okay, I know I'm gonna get to you. It's just a matter of time, and I will get to you, and I promise you we'll get through this together. But that is how to solve it on your own. Now, it's gonna take, I don't like putting timestamps on it. It takes some people months, some people it takes years. But the point is, it has nothing to do with drugs, and it'll make you the strongest ever. Just like the anxiety video, I'm telling you. When you overcome this, even if you relapse, you'll know how to control it, while other people will not. Okay, then that's where you come in. Be the heroes. Save them. Get them out of it. Let them learn how to deal with it. Okay, and together we can be one great nation. All right, may the Lord God of Abraham, blessed be his name forever, bless each and every one of you. May he bless you to overcome these obstacles. And may we speak together, may we talk, may you question whatever questions you have for me, put it on YouTube, you'll get a faster response. And then, leave me your Skype, we'll get through this, and that's about it, guys. Let me know if anything I can help you with. I love each and every one of you, and like I said, I am your brother, you're my brothers and sisters. We're a family, guys, come on. Don't be shy, ask me. Let me help you through this. I'm sure you guys would have done the same for me. Have a good one, guys. God bless. Bye. Also, guys, I forgot to tell you, I'm going to be doing another sweepstakes here because I want you guys to be happy. I'm going to send 6 lucky winners, okay? I want you guys to be happy. 6 lucky winners, 2 tickets to Stand Up New York Comedy Club. If you guys are ever around New York, these tickets never expire, so you guys can have it. I'm going to send it to 6 lucky winners, and it's going to be picked at random. Just, give me your story about what you're going through, all that. And, private message me that stuff and, on YouTube or on Facebook. And I'll get to you, whenever. And I'll pick 6 random lucky winners and give them 2 tickets each. That's my mission right here, getting you to be happy in comedy. That's the best way to do it. Anyways, God bless. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.